Good morning, boys and girls. Winnie and I are here today. We're wishing you a beautiful and a happy day. And oh, Winnie, I see you've been doing some reading, some really heavy reading. I'm going to share with the boys and girls. Look at this. Winnie has been reading some Shakespeare. Winnie, she loves poetry and she loves a good story. And we're going to actually get to that at the end of this lesson. So I'll put this down for now. But today is our last get-together for manners and etiquette. And today we're going to go over some of the things that we've spoken about in the last few weeks. Everyday challenges, situations that we meet every day and how we deal with them, like holding the door open for somebody, or helping somebody older than yourself with packages, being kind, including everybody, thinking of other people's feelings, good sportsmanship. What do you do when you win a game? And what do you do when you lose a game? How to be a good host and how to be a good guest. How do you behave in somebody else's home and how do you make your guests feel comfortable? We've spoken about all of these things in the last few weeks, and of course you can look at the videos again and go over them. We've spoken about special events. How do you behave when you give a birthday party? How do you behave when you're a guest at a birthday party? And what about different and important life cycle events like quinceañeras or christenings or bar and bat mitzvahs or graduations, all those special life events? How do you behave when you are not the center of attention and your job as a guest is to make the center of attention feel important and feel good? We've spoken about earth-friendly manners. This planet is the only one we have, and it is incumbent upon us to look after this planet and to help it, preserve it, keep it in a good place and good health for years and years to come. And we've spoken about manners and etiquette around the world. When you go traveling, as you will when you're older, you'll find that mores and the way people behave in different countries might be different from the way we behave in this country. So, today we're going to summarize what we've learned, and these and other subjects actually are covered in this book, An Omni Guide to Manners and Etiquette, which is available in all bookstores, and all the things that we've spoken about so far are covered in this book. So you can always get this book from a bookstore, from Amazon. You can look at the videos that we've done, and I hope that you have really enjoyed these classes together. Now, here are some things that I want us to remember before we go on. Treat every person the way you would like to be treated. If you do that, you will show good breeding, good manners, and always make other people feel important. It is very important to put yourself in another person's shoes. You may not always agree with them, but you need to be kind and you need to be respectful. Think of the other person's feelings. Similar to what I've just said. Respect what makes the other person most comfortable. Put yourself in that person's shoes. How would you feel if you were in that particular situation? Think of how you can make your time with another person as stress-free for that other person as possible. Again, kindness, gentleness, graciousness. That's how you are a good friend to others. Others will accept you and include you and will obviously want to be with you. Always respect the customs and practices of the culture, the religion, or the place where you are a guest. Again, think of somebody else. If you are a guest, you are there to make the day special for them. It is not all about you. If you disagree with somebody else's opinion, do so respectfully. This is a big world with many people. We all have many different ideas and many different opinions, and that's what makes it wonderful and interesting and exciting. But that doesn't mean to say that you ever need to be rude or disrespectful. You can always disagree graciously. Never talk badly about someone behind their backs. It is such an unkind, mean thing to say. It doesn't get you anywhere. People don't like to hear it. So if you know what your parents have always told you, if you don't have something nice to say, don't say anything at all. You can never say please or thank you too often. The basics of good manners. Think of another person, be gracious, be kind, say please, and say thank you. And now, I have this beautiful poem that I'm going to read to you. Actually, this poem was written about 40 years ago. It's a long time ago. It was written by Judith Viorst, and it's called If I Was in Charge of the World. Now, I have it over here. I hope you can see it. And I'm going to read it to you. It's in our little book anyway, but I'm going to read it to you. If I were in charge of the world, I'd cancel oatmeal, Monday mornings, allergy shots, and also Sarah Steinberg. Obviously a girl she didn't like. If I were in charge of the world, there'd be brighter night lights, healthier hamsters, and basketball baskets 48 inches lower. Oh, that'd be good. If I were in charge of the world, you wouldn't have lonely, you wouldn't have clean, you wouldn't have bedtimes or don't punch your sister, you wouldn't even have sisters. If I were in charge of the world, a chocolate sundae with whipped cream and nuts would be a vegetable. All 007 movies would be G, you know, the movies about James Bond. And a person who sometimes forgot to brush. And a third person who sometimes forgot to flush would still be allowed to be in charge of the world. Isn't that a great, great poem? Now, what I'm going to want you to do for next week is to rewrite this poem saying what you would do if you were in charge of the world. And I will send you a template in the email that I send you in a little while, and I will have it all written out, and you are going to fill in the missing parts, and you're going to make it as interesting as you make it. You're going to be as creative as you want to be. You can be as funny as you want to be. This is our last project. I hope you put your all and your everything into it, and let me know what you would do if you were in charge of the world. I hope you'll include some etiquette things. Just have fun, have fun, have fun. I love you. This has been a real pleasure speaking with you. I'm sending you lots of love and many, many hugs. And for now, can I say bye-bye?